It is now 9:20 p.m. the 7th of January. It's a Saturday night, 2023. Looking at the Starship 24. Not sure what's going to happen. There's a road closure scheduled for Monday, and that's as much as I know. Specifically, I'm going live because they were doing some work on the inside of the Starship, and it was visible. Welcome to the stream. It was visible from the outside. We don't currently have any view of it, but there is a portal on the right side of the Starship, and it was open, and there were some people working with a light. It was visible, so I went live to see if they were going to keep doing some of that. Hey, Carl. Good evening. Nice to see you. It's good to chat with y'all as well. That's one of the reasons why I went live as well, just to catch up. It's been a few days, I think. So there seems to be a bunch of activity over there. Hey, Mario. Loop Tech. There's some methane tankers coming in and leaving this evening from the main gate here, so they're bringing in some methane. That's usually big news when it happens, when they bring in the methane. That's it's an indicator. So Mary asks, how's life in Boca Chica? Yeah, you know, this is a new ground, forging new ground here. I've been doing some videos here on site, but also there's a shipwreck, so I've been doing a few videos of the shipwreck, posting them to a new channel. I have a second channel that I started with just kind of challenges and stuff. Hey, Alan. So I've got a 7-day challenge with the shipwreck. I did my second video today. There's a... I may reach out to some of the local national preservation type people here in Texas, because I posted a video a few days ago about the shipwreck with Jenny was in it. Hey, Benoit. I'm doing okay. Doing okay. Megan do. And there's a possibility that maybe more people would want to get involved in that. And the other channel's name is PAULS3, Paul's 3, or just PAUL''S. But it's a new channel. There's about 9 people subscribed so far. But Paul's or PAULS and the number 3 is the channel name. Until I figure out another better name, but that's the one. Yep, that's it. Yep. Carl. There's a saying in sales, sum tertius. I am 3. I'm third. So that's where that originates from. Sum tertius. I am third. Maybe I could call that the channel name. I am third. That could be the new channel name. I think that might be a good name. Or just some tertius, but might be better just to put I am third or something like that. I'm looking for something catchy. Something, one word where it would say it all. Hey, Mark. Okay, Mark asked if there's any SPMT or counterweight activity around. I've been gone most of the afternoon, so I haven't seen, but this morning I didn't see any SPMTs or counterweights. I got some shots in the earlier video this morning. Okay, Benoit says we're on the 3rd planet of the solar system. That's pretty good, Benoit. That, let's see, Mercury, Venus, Earth, right? That's good stuff, Benoit. Yeah, Mario says we don't want to find any historically significant wreck here. Well, I think if it were taken care, I think it's already on the national roster or something. That's what Jenny said. It might be already on the roster. But if it were handled by a SpaceX friendly group such as Ocean Camera Space Corp, and if we got a grant to excavate it during the off times when there wasn't a road closure, then that might be a win-win situation. Ocean Camera Space Corp would get funding, grant funding, and possibly would do something for the community as well as I don't know. It's a thought I had this evening. It could be a win-win. Okay, you can see it there. At the 3/4 of the way up, you can see a light, and so they have opened that portal again. Yeah, it could, Mario. Yeah, Jenny and I talked about that, and we said, something like that could halt what's going on here, but I think, I don't know, maybe it could be beneficial. So that's kind of cool what they're doing there. They've got it open. I drove around to the other side to see if there was a better shot around the corner, from the opposite side, and no, I couldn't see it from the other side. So it looks like it's just on this side that's facing us. Sometimes they have those portals for the Starlink, and I'm wondering if this is not one of those type of portals, because when I drove around the other side, I couldn't see I couldn't see it from the other side. So I think this is just something that's facing us, possibly. I do have a small infrared camera that I got through the mail from China, but I haven't figured out how to get it to do what I wanted to do. I've been able to record and do stuff with it, but it's a little tiny thing. I might be able to leave it anywhere here on site, but it's been able to do what I wanted to do, but not when I wanted to do it. So I'm still working on it. When do I think launch is? Lorsad, nice to see you. I've got no idea, no clue. Yeah, that's one of the big questions. I also wrote a letter to one of the heads of Goldman Sachs as well as BlackRock today, because I'm friends with some of those people on LinkedIn. So saying I got seeing if they'd be interested in matching some of the investment that would be available if they did match it. So I've got a $300 million company interested in investing in OceanCam, and if I could get another investor at 150 or anywhere above 150 million, then we would be rock solid with an investment. So I'm going to spend the next 5 days reaching out a lot more to some people, in addition to excavating the boat, making connection with that. So I'm going to make connection with the boat as well as funding for OceanCam going forward, investors, kind of stuff. Okay, Lorsad, is there a road closure tomorrow for Booster 7? Tomorrow here at least is Sunday. But Monday there is a road closure as far as last checked. Yes, there is for Monday, Lorsad. Mario says the 31st for a launch. Yeah, I've heard something about that. Maybe might be a launch. Last I heard it was they were looking at the 19th or the 20th of this month for a launch, but I don't know. We haven't seen the 33 and the ecstatic fire yet, and maybe things are getting pushed back a little bit. We'll see. The last I'd heard was they were shooting for a launch around the 19th or 20th. I forgot what day it was, but we're already on the 7th, though we haven't had a static fire yet. So. Let me zoom out, make it a little nicer to look at. What's going on in your neck of the woods? Yeah, let me know if you find that link to the other channel. I'd be excited to see. I made a really good video today for the other channel, actually. I'm proud of it. It was day 2 of the 7-day challenge for excavating the boat. I'm very proud of that video. I think I had about 28 views, but anyway, it's something for the future. It's one of those challenge type videos, you know. Thanks, Lurstad. Yeah, it's good to be out here. I did an interview about a year ago or so, maybe 1 to 2 years ago. I did an interview with somebody out here. Hey. If you want to move, let me know. I'll move. And they said, you know, they asked me, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And I said, if I'm still here in 5 years, I've failed. So they were like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Are you going to be still here taking video and everything? I'm like, yeah, if I'm still here in 5 years, that's the bad news. So, yeah, I got to move this ocean cam thing forward. I can't be sitting out here doing the same thing for 5 years. Got to do something. Got to keep progressing it. So for sure, I will do some video, and I have the lot here, so I will keep upping my my live stream capability and everything else. But yeah, I got to keep moving forward. So. There is something up there. Let me tilt up here. I'm not sure if that's a drone or a star. If it moves, we know it's a drone. Looks a little close to be a star. Right there. I don't know, is there a planet above the launch site right now? I didn't check beforehand, but maybe it could be a planet, maybe Mars or Jupiter, but it looks pretty close. Looks pretty close. I'll keep my eye on it. If it's not there in like 10 minutes, then we know it was a drone. Yeah, okay, so as far as NASA going to Enceladus is concerned, old news, but they're not going to get to Enceladus in the next 30 years. So it's going to happen through a private organization. Their soonest NASA would get to Enceladus, if they had the money, which they don't, would be in 2051. So they don't have the money. So it has to be done through a private organization. And there's a lot of benefit if we do it. Hey, Alan, nice to see you. And I was thinking about this tonight. One of the thoughts I had is that, you know, NASA is a government organization. NASA is basically the United States government, right? So what government wants their people to become free of the government? So governments want more citizens so that they make more money. So if NASA were to do a scientific mission, it would always be for the purpose of having more citizens and having more control over its citizens. So NASA does not want us to be free, nor does NASA want us to discover a new ocean world that we can inhabit. NASA is not in the business of discovering more freedom for its citizens. So if you want more freedom, it's going to have to be through a private organization. And that private organization is going to have to, the people who join the government are people who, they're basically employees. People who join the government are not people who want freedom, they want safety and security. So the people who want safety and security are not going to create freedom for the rest of the people. The people who want safety and security are going to want more subjects so that they can have more safety and security. So NASA is a government organization, and the people who are at NASA basically have never had their own business. So they're basically employees, they're bureaucrats. And so you're not going to get freedom from a bunch of bureaucrats. So if you want discoveries that are world shaking, again, the people who are at NASA do not want a world shaking discovery. They want continuity of their jobs, their families, and the political structure that they have their business and that they're functioning within. They don't want upheaval, and they don't want change. So the government, they like their control, and they like their positions of power. So just like we're seeing with Elon with Twitter, you're not going to find someone in the government doing what Elon is doing. So it's going to take the type of work that I'm doing here at Ocean Camera Space Corp, and the type of work that many others are doing around the globe, Sierra Space, Axiom, all the different private space organizations, what we're all doing, that's where we're going to get the discoveries from. Hey, CH, Murad, nice, from Tunisia, awesome. Good to see you. Good evening. Oh, it is a drone. It says, Alan says it's a drone. It's still there in the spot that I saw it, but I mean, it could be a planet. I keep my eye on it. Mark says, well, let me get CH Murad, nice to see you. Thanks for saying hello. Mark says, Norman, ship 24 ain't moving for a few days, in my opinion, Paul. It's going to be Sunday booster jousting on the highway 4 first. Then more booster and orbital launch mount testing. Keep up the dedicated coverage, though. Thanks, man. Mark. Yeah, I'm thrown for a loop here. They are bringing in the methane, and we're seeing some activity with the Starship 24. They took it off the pad behind it. There is a suborbital pad, pad B behind the Starship right there. Yeah, well, I thought it could be something on the lens. There is something on the lens as we see it right there as I shake it left and right. But further up, I'll go to it. There is something on the lens which doesn't move. You can see it. I can even use I'll just zoom in. You can see it there on the right. I move the camera and it moves. It might be a planet up there, right up here. There's a light right up there. There's a few lights here on site, so the light that we're seeing below is coming from one of these lights in the area. This light right here, that's reflecting off of something here in the area. But it's cool. I haven't seen them working the way they're working on the Starship right now. We can see into it from here. I've seen them during the daytime working in one of those Starlink portals, but I don't know if this is one of those things. I know they did cut and then they welded a section, right? This isn't the best zoom here, but if any of you have a better shot of this, let us know what they're doing over there. Hey, Sir Chris. Good evening. Okay, thanks. Thanks, Sir Chris. I think I might. You know, the other cameras are in different areas. So I might just have the best position on a camera to get what we're looking at. Everybody else is looking at other stuff, basically. But I used the artificial intelligence app that I have this evening to get me all the contact information for the different preservation societies here in South Texas, as well as their phone numbers, and about 10 different grants that are available for shipwrecks. I have the ammunition to reach out to specific people regarding the shipwreck and see what they think about certain stuff. I get some other shots here around the site. I think I'll do about 5 more minutes and then get some rest. Unless something else happens. I think 5 minutes is good. I was out checking out the this evening, or this early this morning around 12:30. I was out by the shipwreck, wading through the water because I thought, well, maybe it would be low tide. It turned out the low tide was around 8:30 this morning, so I went back to bed and I got up at around 7:30 and I walked out to the shipwreck again and I got a bunch of shots. I actually rented a metal detector, and I was able to find some metal over there toward the back of the ship, so that was kind of cool. I get some shots here to the left. Shots here to the left. Let me see. If you ever want to reach out to me, I think still have my phone number here. With you can text me any information, or Jill has been sending me some information on LinkedIn with some. No, on Twitter. So people reach out in various ways. You can reach out if you'd like to send me a message about anything. Yeah, Mark. I don't know if there's an intermittent road closure tomorrow. Is that true? Is it listed on the SpaceX website or with the city of Brownsville? Do they have a intermittent road closure for Sunday listed, or is it just Monday? Last I checked, I didn't see anything for Sunday, but maybe there is. Oh, for Sunday, really? Oh, okay, wow. I'll check it out, and I'll make sure I get some shots of something. Thanks, guys. Mark, I will be out here doing some video then tomorrow. Maybe when I charge up my batteries for the Nikon camera, so I might get a bunch of really detailed shots for the other camera. I don't know. My battery on this phone is kind of low. I'll see how I do tomorrow. Maybe I'll walk out to the solar panel and charge up my backup battery, and then I can use that tomorrow morning. I think I might have to do that tonight then. All right, I will do that. I promise I will do that. I'll have a full charge battery tomorrow. I just gotta walk out to the remote camera site. Let me see. Yeah, thanks, guys. I don't see any trucks down there offloading, but I have seen them coming out of the main gate here. At least one methane tanker I saw coming out. So the parking space here is pretty empty. So what is the thought for tomorrow? Is it going to be a Starship? Is it going to be a Booster 7 rollout? And is that what you think we're going to see for the intermittent road closure? Or you think it's maybe another Starship coming down? I know they have like 2 Starships over there in the. I think it's in the. I think it's in the high bay, as I recall. So, and the vehicles here to the right, there are a few vehicles, but it's kind of not really packed. There's a good amount of space here, especially behind us. I don't know why they took the Starship though off the Pad B. You know, there's a chance that maybe they'll finish up the. I guess there's a chance they'll, whatever booster they bring down, they'll put it on the overlaunch platform and then put the Starship on top of it. Maybe they're ready to stack a Starship again and do a static fire or something, because they did. They are bringing in the methane, so they're going to be wanting to light something up. And I don't know why they would have taken off the Starship from the Pad B. Maybe they just wanted to get easier access. I don't know. They're working on that area there. Maybe they didn't have high enough lifts to get up there, so they had to take it off the platform so the aerial lifts could reach up. I don't know. Because they probably got about 15-20 feet by lowering it off taking it off the Pad B. You know, there's that tarp at the base of Pad B. There we go. And the Starship was on top of that tarp, basically. No, on Pad B. So they got some extra room to maybe reach higher. I don't know. Or just whenever they're ready to move it toward the, either maybe move it back toward the build site, or maybe they'll move it to the orbital launch platform. All right, I'm going to do another minute and then say goodnight. Thanks for tuning in. It's good chatting. So in the next 30 seconds, there's a lot more to see here, but it's going to be a busy day tomorrow, maybe. Look forward to seeing you on the other side. If you dream well. Yeah, thanks guys. Good stuff. Ladies as well. You know, the number of ladies watching the show is going up. The 25 to 35-year-olds is going up as well. So awesome, pretty good stuff. All right, take care. Good night. Good day to you whenever you're watching. Yep, be safe. Good stuff. Patricia, good night. Mark.